Guys, and today we're doing something a little bit different. So we have the Autotrader event with Erin Baker and Ford UK, where we get to experience the Mustang Mach-E again and also find out more about women in the industry. So let's get to it. Women Drive Electric has paired up with Ford, so we have a range of wonderful Ford Mustang Mach-E's. So first off, we get a very nice breakfast, followed by a speech by Erin Baker from Autotrader about women in the automotive industry, but also women and electric cars. Afterwards, we get a drive in the Mustang Mach-E with a video group, therefore we'll be going to Grid Surf in Braintree to do a shot to camera. So we best hit the road. So we got Ellis from Electro Heads. Hi! This is like your cup of tea, isn't it?
This is my home, to be honest. Yeah, I'm very excited. I have had a Ford Mustang before last year, so obviously this is the updated 2022 version, so I'm looking forward to getting inside and seeing what the updates are.
And we got Faye, looking a bit confused. We are off to Grid Surf today to do our shots of cameras and also experience part of the charging side of EVs and actually the innovation that is coming in terms of charging points. So we are back in the all-wheel drive extended range version. So this has a 0 to 60 time of 7 seconds, which hopefully I get to have a go in the GT version as well. I still can't get used to the fact that it's quiet, but I can remember how comfortable, how luxurious it all was inside, and how good the brakes are. The event with Erin Baker and Autotrader with Ford UK is to encourage and educate about women in the automotive industry. We've been given a lot of very interesting facts and figures of how actually difficult it is for women in the industry. Now, we are in an either smaller, minute section of the motorsport industry, which we all know is very male dominated, to get involved in the automotive industry because it isn't just a scary man's world. Us women can do it too. As a petrol head, I often forget about actually what women want to hear as a content creator. So not just this car's really fast, it has 700 horsepower, blah 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 blah. They want to know what the interior is like, what is the sync system like, how does it get you from A to B, what is charging like, what are running costs, sustainability, and all these extra bits that I often forget about because I've created content from a motorsport perspective. But I've got to remember as well, there's a whole other set of women and there's a whole other set of audiences out there that want to know those things, but also want to know the practicality of them as well. The Mach-E, I mean, if you want to check out a full review, I did an Edinburgh tour in it back in December, and I'll pop that link up here. But things that I've missed off, I mean, the sync system, you can control it from your phone. There is a Ford app where, sat in the comfort of your living room, you can get the car heated up and ready, so as soon as you get in, your seat's on, your bum's nice and warm as soon as you get in the car, which in the winter is a godsend. But it's not just about that. The innovation and technology in electric cars is far superior, and I think that is the main selling point of them because the running costs are lower, especially with the fuel crisis at the moment. Actually, when you do find charging points and stuff, it is quite simple. It might cost you a Starbucks coffee at your service station, but once you get used to that change in lifestyle, it's quite adaptable. And then you have all the perks around it, like it's nice and quiet. We've got the driver assist technology, which I found in Edinburgh in the city. The adaptive speed limiter was incredible because I didn't know what the speed limit was. A lot of the time I was focusing on not getting hit by a tram.
This is so stressful. There's tram lines, there's loads of cars.
So you'd often miss the speed camera sign or the speed limit sign, and the speed limit has done it for you. It knows that it's changed speed and it will stop you speeding. So stuff like this is helping making day-to-day life and driving much easier. But then this is the Mustang Mach-E. It has the word Mustang in it. Yes, it is not a saloon car, it is an SUV, but it has the fun, the freedom, and the whole flexibility that the Mustang has, because the batteries are located so low and in the centre of gravity is amazing on this. It's so low that it actually handles way better than your typical petrol diesel SUV would, because it's not all the way on the front. If you have the rear wheel drive version, you can get it a little bit leery. In this, you've got that extra grip, so if you want a little bit of a, oh, kids aren't in the car, nice backcountry road, we're not speeding, you can still take the corners at a nice pace. It feels sporty, it feels like that Mustang edge. But not just in the drive, you have the looks of the car as well. I mean, you have those aggressive rear tail lights that you have in the standard Mustangs. They've brought them across. You've got the prancing horse all over inside and outside, but it comes in a range of really nice colours. This red is gorgeous, and it does look striking. It looks something special, because a lot of EVs can look a little bit, I call them spaceshipy, but the Mustang Mach-E, it looks like a normal car. It looks special, it looks attractive. You want to turn around and look at it again when you are walking away from it. Motorsport world hasn't moved to electric yet. We do have Formula E, we do have Extreme E, but in the day-to-day normal person world, I have never seen an electric car on a track, because there isn't the sustainability there in terms of charging points at tracks, and it's just not a common thing yet. And I think I'd like to see what the actual handling is, especially on something as good as this, to actually experience whether that transition in the future is going to be exciting. I love the torque of electric. The instant torque and power that these cars give you being an EV means you can get out of sticky situations quite easily, or you can overtake a car that's going quite slow, and you've got that power that you know as soon as you go out and go, you're going to go. And we have made it to GridServe in Braintree, one of the largest electric forecourts in the UK, with lots of activities to do as well, such as this. Putting the energy back into the grid. And now it's time to do my shot to camera. Here it is. Hi, I'm Becca, also known as Driving Bex from Lincolnshire, and I am a motorsport content creator. So as well as doing videos and creating, I also race on the track as well. So the Mustang Mach-E for me, it's all about the handling and the experience, and it comes from that Mustang Predatory. So you have the fast, the fun and the freedom that it gives you, all in an EV that is practical too. So it has the technology and the innovation of electric cars, whilst also giving you that fun and freedom on the roads if you want that little spirited drive. We're here today at GridServe with Autotrader Erin Baker and also Ford UK with the Mustang Mach-E, giving women a voice in the automotive industry. So let's get back to the road. Another positive with the Ford Mach-E being the SUV, it's very comfortable. Look at that space. Nice panoramic sunroof. Yeah. Does it get seal of approval?
It does. Seal of approval.
There we go, perfect family car. Okay, so I've managed to very cheekily swap myself with Faye, so I am now in the GT spec. I haven't had a go in one of these yet, so I'm really excited because you guys know me, speed, power makes me very happy. This one is a 0 to 60 time of 3.7 seconds, so everything I said in the other one, double it in this, because it means we've got that enough power, and that torque as well is even more amplified. So I'm excited for this one. And first job, before we move, Untamed. Yes. Ooh, Untamed Plus. Track use only, not intended for public roads. Untamed Plus is for track use only and not intended for public roads. It provides a performance driving experience refined for closed roadways or racecourse driving. Traction control, stability control, intervention and regenerative braking and energy recovery are reduced and tuned for racecourse driving. Chassis dynamics, power capability, accelerator response are turned for control and confidence on the track. Untamed Plus may not be available due to vehicle conditions. That's getting turned on. This is more like it. It makes some quite grunty noises as well, actually. I'm quite impressed. Let's feel this handling now. Hard on the brakes.
At the roundabout, take the third exit to the A131.
That is a much better brake pedal in the GT. Huge upgrade. This is a Mustang in sheep's clothing. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's a Mustang in sheep's clothing. Yes, you can have fun in an electric car. You can actually have so much fun with driving. With it being electric, obviously there's no loud exhaust noise to make you be aware of how quick you're going, so you are having to be really cautious on your speed, but you have so much fun and so much excitement because you can actually put the power down. In this untoned mode where the traction's off, obviously it's taken away that all-wheel drive, it's giving us a bit more of a driver control, but with that turned on, then you can put the power down on the corners, on the roundabouts, and you feel really safe. It's quite nice seeing the difference between the specs because you have the one I drove before, so it's extended range, all-wheel drive, so it's very much the ideal day-to-day use of a car. The GT is if you had that little bit in you that needs that itch scratching, you want that little bit more performance, that little bit more woo, then the GT is there for you, and I really like that. And that itch that wasn't quite being scratched for me personally on a standard one, this is, yeah, I'm actually very impressed. The fact you can get a bit of movement, you can get some rotation, you can control the car, and it has that playfulness. It's not just mundane, and as everyone thinks electric cars are, they think it's boring. You're on, you're off, that's it. There's no gears. But actually, with the batteries being sat so low, having the Mustang pedigree, it is that. It's fast, it's fun, it's free. And that's what the Mustang stands for. And the thing I always struggle with most is parking a car. But the technology in this is absolutely fantastic. You've got a 360 camera, which, yeah, I'm impressed. I don't get impressed easily. We're finally home from the Ford Mach-E event. This is the day after, but I want to say a huge thank you to Erin Baker from Autotrader and also Ford as well. They were incredible and put on a really empowering event for women and also with electric vehicles. It was a fantastic event and awesome to meet the girls as well that all have the same passion in the industry. So you guys know the drill. To make my journey your journey, like or subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.